should be more.
On the ribbon cutting, I was listening a little bit to your story, how you started, and see all the people coming up from every nook and cranny, and what a great success story that you've had in just a short period of time. On behalf of the City of Creve Coeur and the City Council, I want to thank you for your investment in the community and wish you all the best. Thank you again.
Appreciate it. Well, I want to appreciate everyone that's here today. Honestly, I didn't know we had this many people, because you just see emails. And I'm pretty sure it's not just because of me here. Rick's here, John's here, Jan, and Sam. But I appreciate all of you guys, especially the original crew that took that leap of faith to make that jump over to New American Funding. Because, to be honest with you, like, none of us knew what New American Funding really was, and we were all nervous because the name wasn't a household name in the Midwest market. We know it was a household name in the California market, but it wasn't. And so I can look at each one of you, and I've had individual conversations of talking to you to make you think about New American Funding. So we had our original crew, and then we have people like Krista, who I literally stalked her for like 6 months. I was, I think, one phone call away from like being on her do not call list. And she finally made the jump. And you got people like Russ, who's been a huge supporter of the move and kind of helped organize it. And we used to share an office back in the day, so he'd listen to all the crazy stuff that was going on. You got Sherry, who's my first employee ever, which is crazy. Like, I remember the first time she walked to my office and she's like, "Where's everybody?" I'm like, "Oh, they're all at lunch." Yeah. Then she shows up and she's like, "Are they all at lunch still?" I'm like, "Yeah, so here's the situation." Like, I
No
kinda lied to
pressure,
you.
but-
I just needed an employee to work for me. So I'm sorry, Sherry, And so many other great success stories. We have our area managers, Greg and Tanner, who have been with me literally from day one, and they've grown their market. And Deb Higgins, she's around here somewhere, and there she is. And so many of you guys, and Eric Edwards, and Carrie, and Karen, and John Gonzalez, who just made the big jump, and Karen in the back. Yeah, we're so happy to have you here. And there's so many of you that have kind of like made that jump and helped us grow. And Nate, I remember when Nate graduated. Nate's right here, our processing manager. Graduated from Penn State. We won't have any Penn State jokes today. But I remember when he first joined us, he's like, "Hey, I really want to work in this industry." I'm like, "All I can give you, kid, is $9 an hour." And he's like, "I'll take it." Wow, like that's all you're getting for a Penn State degree? We don't pay him $9 an hour anymore. That was just the budget back then. And of course, I can't thank John Reed enough for helping me see the light to come here. New American Funding, and Rick, your support is unbelievable. You're a true leader. I mean, I can say that right now. We've never experienced leadership like this in our life. And Jan Breslow, who talked with me for hours in California, like, "I think this is the right move for you." I'm like, "Are you sure? Like, what is New American Funding?" And Sam Ellsworth, who's like my older brother now, is like the coach, gets me all riled up. And then we got people like Mike Bumper in the back, who is like, I mean, without Mike, we'd be a little lost, right?
Yes.
So Mike kind of just puts it together. But so many amazing people, and I'm excited for our growth and excited to keep investing in this community. So thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, people in the back, Russ Korn? No, I'm just kidding. So my name is Hamid Hamra. I'm the Senior Regional Vice President of New American Funding. And before we kind of get the festivities going tonight, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Honestly, I didn't think we had this many friends. I'm shocked that I have this many friends and family members. Just a joke. I know I have this many friends. But I appreciate all of you for coming. So round of applause for everyone that made it tonight. Woo! Thank you so much. It's crazy to see this like come together 3 years later. A lot of you know me here, a lot of you don't. So I'll give you a little bit of background. I want to bore you with my childhood stories. Been doing this for about 17 years. Started about 8 years ago, took a leap of faith to go do my own thing. And couldn't get anyone to work for me. And so finally I got someone, and it's Sherry Ryan. I think she's here somewhere. Where's Sherry at? There's Sherry. And so the story goes, Sherry came in my office and was like, hey, where's everybody? I'm like, oh, they're all at lunch. So that went a couple times. She signs on, and then first day she's like, where's everybody? I'm like, here's the situation. You are the only employee here. And that's how it started. Fast forward 6 years later, or 5 years later, we built a big group at USA Mortgage, and we just couldn't get to that next level. Yeah, a lot of throat clearing. But a lot of respect for our competitor. We just couldn't get to that next level, and I was kind of like beating myself over the head, how do I do it? And it was one of those nights where you're just like asking for like guidance and like a message. And this gentleman here, John Reed, one of the tallest guys here, calls me out of the blue. And I used to work for John back in the day as a loan officer. Calls me, I have his number saved, and I'm like, John Reed is like, hey, what's up? I'm like, nothing. It's like, I'm in St. Louis. We should meet. I'm like, why? It's like, I'm trying to help build the Midwest. Are you still in mortgages, by the way? I'm like, yeah, I'm still in mortgages. And so that's kind of how it started. John and I went back and forth, and then I met with Jan Preslow, one of our other executives that's here supporting us from California. And then I went back to the group, and we had a long conversation if we were going to leave. And the consensus was, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to go at the same time. That's the only way we're going to do it. So 95% of us left the same day. So it was 40 of us that left on the same day, which is one of the craziest things that have ever happened, I think, in the St. Louis market for a group of mortgage people to leave. And then we just kind of figured it out. Like, who's New American Funding? Like, nobody knows New American Funding, right? Did you guys know what New American Funding was 3 years ago? Nope. Nobody knew. They know now. And if you don't know, look at the ice sculpture. You definitely know now. I love ice sculptures, by the way. Separate story. Catch me and I'll tell you about it. And so the building process started. And we started finding the right people and the right culture. And it all starts with leadership. And so our CEO, Rick Arviello, right here, appreciate him so much. He took a leap of faith in me and believed in us, and he's by far one of the most generous, humble guys I've ever met in my life, by far one of the best leaders I've ever worked for, and I learn so much from you every day. Oh, we're grateful. We're grateful to Rick, we're grateful to Jan, grateful to John, and then my brother, my twin brother, Sam Ellsworth, one of our other executives. This guy's got like caffeine in his blood for life. Energetic, just go. And then we had to assemble the team, like find the right people. I couldn't do this by myself. It's not me, trust me. Don't want to take the credit. It's the team. So then I found Krista Russo. And I kept calling her, yeah.
I love it.
Kept calling her, pretty sure like I was like on some like do not call list at some point, stalker alert. And so she runs her operations with an asterisk next to sales. That's what she always says. And we started finding the right players, and we have amazing managers, area managers, Greg Griffin and Tanner and Deb Higgins and God, who else? There's Tanner. And we got people like Jimmy, and we got people that make it all possible on the marketing side. Lori Moore, who's just crazy good with her marketing. And by the way, thank you to you and Paige. Paige is my assistant. She's like my little sister also. Great job for putting this together. I mean, awesome job. They know I'm happy because I'm smiling. They know when I'm not happy. They'll bring me a snack. That's like And then I see all these amazing faces that we used to work with, underwriters and processors and closers and funders. So thank you for supporting us. Now you know who New American Funding is, and now we're about to really take it up a notch, right? It's kind of like that sriracha sauce, right? It was spicy before, but we're about to kick some serious ass now, right? So have a great time. We're gonna bump up the music a little bit more, have some cocktails, hang out with your friends and family. Thank you for your support, and be on the lookout for some of the cool things that we're doing. And I'm gonna pass the mic real quick to Krista for a couple words.
I just wanted to thank everybody for being here as well, but I want to thank Pam from the bottom of my heart. This has been the most amazing ride that I've ever had in my life. I've been in the mortgage industry since high school, and I can honestly say he is the best leader and mentor that I've ever had. In this company, as you can see by my shoes, is the most amazing company. And I cannot thank every single one of you enough from the bottom of my heart. I love every single one of you guys that work for us, and every single night that me and Pam push, and we don't care how many hours we work, we are doing it for you guys, and we love every single one of you guys. And we thank you so much. We do. Thank you. And I thank you, Pam.
And we love our realtors, by the way. Let's not forget why New American Funding exists. It's because of our realtors. So all the realtors that came out tonight, thank you for your support. We love you. You guys are amazing. So thank you. Enjoy your night.